Hi and welcome back. So in the previous video, I already teach you about the foundation to the major scale itself and how to play a major scale on a single string. Other than that, I also teach you the theory behind a major scale. And so in this video, I'm going to teach you how to play a major scale in a position. Because in the previous video, we already learned about how is a major scale is built, how far is the distance between one octave. But all of that we learn all the basic and the foundation to the topic itself. As you know, we learn it on a single string. But today is a little bit different. We're going to learn a major scale, but this time we're going to learn to play in a position. I'm going to demonstrate it to you, and yeah, so let's get started. Alright, so today we're using my acoustic guitar instead of my electric because it's just simply easier to use instead of my electric guitar. Okay, so first thing we're gonna start is I'm gonna use the C major scale because it's a natural key. It doesn't have any sharp or flat in the scale itself, but you can practice this in any other key as well. Alright, so let's start it. So as we all know, the C note is located on the 3rd fret on the 5th string. Okay, there's your C note, and like in the previous video, if you move 1 fret higher, you get the D note. Alright, so now how do we play the E, F, G note? Alright, I forgot to say, we're going to use the middle finger as our root, to play the root note, like this. And then we use the pinky to play the second note. The way I pick this is, I down pick on the C note, and then I up pick on the D note. This is called alternate picking, right? So C, D, but how do you play the E, F, G? How do you play that? Okay, so to play in a position, because if I play the E, F, G here, I'm going to end up playing on a single string like in the previous video. Right? But you need to find the E note on the D string. 2nd fret on the D string is the E note. So now we play it like this. Isn't it easier? Instead of you move around on a single string like. But now we play it in a position. One more time. So let's continue to finish this scale. All you need to play now is the A, B, C note, which is, if you play on a single string, it will be on the 12th fret of the A string, which is the A note, up a fret, and a half tone. But we don't want to play it there. We want to play it in a position. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention is when we playing in a position, we are playing in a 4th fret area, which is the scale is located in a 4th fret area. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we play it in a position vertically, like this. C, D, E, F, G. But now we play the A, B, C note. And how do we play that? We just move 1 string down, like this. And you have the C major scale in a position. One more time I show it to you. Middle finger on the 3rd fret of the A string, the C note. With the pinky, you get the D note. And then you move down a fret. That is the E note. C, D, E. you use your middle finger to play the note on beside it. That is your F note, and you move up a fret and get the G note, and then you finish it on the third string, and there you have the C major scale. And one more thing you need to understand is if you use this kind of fingering, it is called the first fingering pattern. You can use any other finger. You might want to start it with your what do we call this, your ring finger. But in this video, I'm going to teach you the first fingering pattern. We're gonna talk about it about the other fingering pattern in other video. But for now, we just learn this finger pattern. Alright, so that's how you play the C major scale on the 5th string. But how do we play the C major scale from the low E string? Okay, because as we all know, the notes on the fretboard is everywhere. You can play a lick, you can play a solo, you can play a scale from any key, from anywhere around the fretboard. Because, you know, because C major scale is not only here. You can also play it here. Same thing. Okay, and that's where we apply the same kind of fingering. As I showed you before, we use the middle finger pattern here to play the C major scale. But we can also play the C major scale from the 8th fret of the low E string. That is also a C note. So from there, you can use the same fingering pattern and play the scale, but this time from the low E string. But use the same fingering pattern, like this. That's how you play the C major scale from the low E string. How do we start play the C major scale from the, let's say, the 4th string? Alright, so as you reach the octave higher from the low E string, you get the C note from the 4th string, which is the 10th fret of the D string here. That is also a C note, but this time there's a big changes. Let's see, if you use the same fingering pattern, what do we get? That sounds weird, right? It doesn't sound right. So here's the thing. The tuning on the guitar for the B and the G string is totally different from the other string, because from the B and the G string, the tuning is the major third interval, not the 4th interval. Here's another thing. Interval is also a big topic we can talk about in music, but I'm not going to talk about interval in this video. Okay, all you need to know is the tuning on the guitar for the B and the G string is a major third interval, not the 4th. So if you use the same kind of fingering, you need to move one fret. You need to move one fret forward, then you get the correct scaling. I'll show you. Right, so you place your middle finger on the C note from the D string, which is the 10th fret here, and you use the same fingering for the D and G string. Sorry, but this time you're not just gonna move the one string lower here. You need to move one fret forward, and then you end this. You use the same pattern. then you get the C major scale, right? So you see, now we can play the C major scale on 3 positions. First is from the 5th string. Using the same fingering pattern, you can play it from the low E string of the 8th fret, which is also a C note. And then from there, you can continue to play a C major scale from the D string. That is the magic of the fretboard. So, did you learn something new? And my question is, do you understand? Because if you don't understand, all I need to do is just repeat and show it to you. So if you're new to this, you need to pause the video and practice it on by yourself. If you don't understand, you can always rewind the video and listen it again over and over until you get it. Okay? So that's how you play a major scale in a position. In the next video, I'm going to show you how you can play the same C major scale, but instead of reaching the first octave, you can now reach the second octave. Wow, that sounds kind of new, right? So if you're looking forward to that, make sure to practice all the basic stuff before you move forward. Okay? So in the next video, I'm going to teach you how you can play but now you can continue it and play it until the second octave. Alright, so I hope you get the benefit of the doubt from this video, and always remember, if you don't understand, you can always rewind it, listen it over and over again until you understand the concept. Okay, so see you in the next video. Bye bye.